A few months in the chaos and filth of London would surely change her mind and bring her home. He would be willing to wager a large sum on it. A buzz of noise made him lower his morning newspaper and turn toward the open door of the breakfast-room. Foley was talking to someone female and excitable, which was never a good combination at this hour in the morning. After perusing the paper, he'd planned to walk along the terrace to ease the ache in his thigh and smoke one of the cigarillos Foley refused to allow him to enjoy in his own house. He half rose from his chair and grabbed his cane, but it was far too late to flee. He remained standing instead and tried to look agreeable. "Miss Harrington and Miss Anna Harrington to see you, sir." Foley bowed low. "I have your fresh coffee and toast. Shall I fetch some more cups?" "Oh, yes, please, Foley," Miss Anna said. "I'm quite thirsty after that walk." She twirled around to face Robert, her beautiful face aglow. "I do hope you don't mind us arriving while you are still at breakfast, Major, but we wanted to see you before we left." Robert nodded at Miss Anna and waited until she took a seat at the table before addressing her quieter companion. "Good morning, Miss Harrington." "Major Kurland." When Miss Lucy Harrington turned toward him, he suffered a small shock. She looked quite unlike herself in a new travelling outfit and a blue bonnet that he'd never seen before. He held out a chair for her. "Please be seated. I apologize for still being at the breakfast table." "We are the ones who should be apologizing for calling so early." Miss Harrington shot a fond glance at Anna, who was chatting to Foley. "But my sister could not be dissuaded from her plan." "I'm glad you both came. When are you leaving?" "As soon as Sophia and Mrs. Hathaway arrive to collect us. We're expecting them at noon." Miss Harrington lowered her voice. "Are you sure you're going to be all right?" "Whatever do you mean, Miss Harrington?" "There's no need to stiffen up. I wasn't trying to imply anything. Just that you still need a secretary, a valet, and a land agent, so you will be managing everything by yourself." "Despite your fears, I am quite capable. In fact, I have an interview today with a potential land agent." Her brow cleared. "Oh, yes, that's right. Mr. Fairfax. He sounded quite satisfactory in his correspondence. I do hope you can get along with him." She sighed. "I almost wish I could be here." "To interview him in my place?" "You are rather impolite, Major." "I prefer to consider myself direct. In my opinion, if the man can't stand up to me in an interview, he won't be worth employing anyway." "You may have a point. He does have to work for you, after all." She removed her gloves. "Betty, our housemaid, has an uncle who is looking for a position as a valet. Would you like me to ask for his references?" "You might as well," he sighed. "I'm finding it rather more difficult than I anticipated to replace my valet." "I'm sure Betty's uncle will be perfectly suited to the task." "I'll need to meet the man first." "Naturally. I'll get his direction from Betty and write to him when I am settled in London." His good humour dissipated. "I wish you'd reconsider leaving Kurland St. Mary." "Why?" "Because He scowled down at his plate. "I've become used to the way you manage things around here." "You mean you appreciate having an unpaid drudge to do your bidding?" "I don't think of you as a drudge. You are far more useful than that." "I only offered to help you on a temporary basis until you hired a secretary of your own. As an unmarried woman, my presence in your house at all hours of the day and night is not acceptable." He frowned. "No one has said anything untoward to me about your being here." "Well, they wouldn't, would they? Everyone is too in awe of you to dare to criticize a war hero." "You have been criticized?" She looked away from him. "Yes, the majority opinion being that I have set my cap at you and am determined to be the new lady of the manor." "But that's ridiculous." "Thank you." She folded her gloves and placed them on the table. "That's one of the reasons why I decided to go to London and seek my own husband." "Which means you might not come back at all." "I'm sorry, Major, but I cannot live my life for the benefit of every male of my acquaintance. The twins are settled at school, and Anthony is with..."